What it do? Vibe with me. How y'all doing out there? Hope everybody's fine. Thank you for tapping in with the vibe. I am Fuse the Vibe. No look past. Let's get to it. The NBA season has started, and I have saw the Boston Celtics start off 2-0. Was able to catch both games. So let's talk about the new look Boston Celtics starting off their season 2-0. Let's get into it.
Born to be great, bitch, I'm showing them that. Like taking Pippin off the dribble, then I lob it to Shaq like 81.
I was able to catch a couple games. Like I said, the Boston Celtics first two games. I saw the Pistons get a win last night against Charlotte. So that's good. Let's talk about these first two games for the Boston Celtics. Now, the first game, we saw Boston go to New York to face the Knicks. It was a good game. That first half, Boston went into the halftime, winning 51-46. Only had 2 bench points, and the New York Knicks had 17 bench points at the half. So I thought that was something to note. Now, Tatum went into the halftime with 19 points and 6 rebounds, and Prozingis started off his first regular season game for the Boston Celtics. He had 15 points and 4 rebounds going into the half. For the New York Knicks, Barrett had 14 points, and Brunson had 5 points, 4 assists. Good play from quickly off the bench. He had 10, 3 assists, and 3 rebounds off the bench in the first half of that game. To note that Horford had 2 points, 2 assists, and 5 rebounds off the bench for Boston in this game as well. Now, in that first half, the Boston Celtics shot 48% from the field, 36% from the three-point line. They had 9 assists, 25 total rebounds, 6 blocks, and 1 steal. And for the New York Knicks, they shot 34% from the field, 41% from the three-point line, had 13 assists, 24 total rebounds, and 4 steals in the first half of the game. It was a good first half of the game. Again, the New York Knicks got a solid team. Well, let me state that to me, the New York Knicks got a solid team. I like the Barrett, Randle, Brunson combination, and then quickly can continue to add that production to the team. That's going to be solid. I feel like Robinson and Hartenstein is cool bigs, cool duo bigs, and then they got Hart and a few other people off the bench. So they got like a solid 8 to 9, or a solid like 9-man rotation, depending on how they play it out. So New York Knicks did look good in that first half. To sum it all up, though, the Celtics pulled it out, close game, 108-104. Now, to get into the game stats, the Celtics shot 48.1% from the field, about 31% from the three-point line, 84.6% from the free throw line, had 46 rebounds, 7 of them being offensive rebounds, 18 assists, 11 blocks, 6 steals, and 13 turnovers, 42 points in the paint, 12 bench points, and 22 fouls in total. The New York Knicks shot 37% from the field, 43.9, basically 44% from three-point line, 53.8 from the free throw line, which hurt them. They shot a little better from the free throw line. They probably win this game. 47 total rebounds, 17 of them being offensive rebounds, so they beat the Celtics in offensive rebounds by 10. 24 total assists, beat the Celtics in assists by 6. No blocks, 9 steals, 9 turnovers. That's 4 less than the Celtics had. They had 24 points in the paint and 22 total fouls, and they had 38 bench points. So they outscored the Celtics by a large margin coming off the bench. The New York Knicks shot 18 from 41 from three-point line, and the Boston Celtics shot 12 from 39 from the three-point line. Just to sum it all up, you feel me? Top performers of the night, Boston Celtics. Tatum led the team with 34 points and led the team with 11 rebounds, had 4 assists as well. Brown didn't have the best performance points-wise, but he did put in 11 points, 6 rebounds, and led the team in assists with 5 assists in the first game. I saw signs of Brown being a triple-double monster this year in that first game. I don't know why. I feel like if he can get the assists, he going to get the rebounds, and he can get 10 points easily. He can have a nice amount of triple doubles this season, depending on how the game go. Now this was the first game, so we'll talk about the second game in a minute. But I do see Brown or even Tatum having a nice number of triple doubles. But if Brown want to step into that role, I can see him having 15 to 20 plus triple doubles easily with this team. Easy with this team. Now the second top performer for Boston Celtics though was Prozingis. He had a great debut game for the Boston Celtics, 30 points, 8 rebounds, and 4 blocks, leading the team with 4 blocks. Holiday in his debut, 9 points, 4 rebounds, 2 assists. You can see him just trying to fit in with the team, you know what I'm saying? Which was cool. I feel like he going to continue to fit in. White gave us 12 points, 6 rebounds, and 2 assists. He is a starter as of right now. The bench, Horford did what he could do. Gave us 8 points, 7 rebounds, and 2 assists off the bench. Pritchard gave us 4 points. We had 2 rebounds from Hauser. And that was basically our team for that game. Now, the New York Knicks, Barrett had 24 points, 3 rebounds, 2 assists. Randle had 14, 11 rebounds, and 7 assists, almost a triple-double. Brunson had 15 points, 3 rebounds, and 6 assists. And quickly coming off the bench had 24 points, 6 rebounds, and 4 assists. They did their thing. Hart also had 7 off the bench, and Hartenstein had 7 off the bench as well. So that was a good game. Like I said, New York outscored us on the bench, but Boston outscored New York in the first quarter, 30-18, and in the third quarter, 31-27. And the Knicks outscored the Celtics in the second quarter, 28-21, and in the fourth quarter, 31-26, making it a close game. Both teams shot 26 free throws. Again, a good game for Tatum and Prozingis. They started off the season hot. Brown started off the season just, figuring it out. Some games he not going to be that second or that first scorer. That's the joy of this. But we still have some concerns on who, like a second big man. We got Horford. This game, Cornette played. He had 1 rebound, 2 assists. Hopefully we can get more production out of him if he can get the minutes. And just, I guess, our questions is another big man and also scoring coming off the bench with the roster that we have right now. Again, RJ and Quickly, they both had 24 points for the New York Knicks. Randle, a double-double, almost triple-double. And it was a good game for the Boston Celtics. We was able to pull it off against the New York Knicks. Now let's get into the second game for the Boston Celtics, which was last night. The Miami Heat came to Boston. It was our home opener. We went against the Miami Heat. Eastern Conference Finals rematch from last year, so it was a goodie. The first half, we saw Boston going to halftime up 60-55. They shot 46% from the field, had 12 assists, 5 steals, and 3 blocks in the first half. Miami shot 44% from the field, 13 assists, 5 steals, 2 blocks in the first half. Now, Bam was doing his thing in the first half, had 15 points and 5 rebounds. Tyler Hero had 14 points, 3 assists, and 5 rebounds in the first half. And Duncan came off the bench, giving them 6. Smith also came off the bench, giving them 6, 2 assists, and 1 rebound. They had 14 points. The Miami Heat had 14 points off the bench in the first half. Now, that first half for the Celtics, White had 8 points. Brown had 13 points, 3 rebounds. Holiday had 11 points, 6 rebounds. Tatum had 14, 5 and 5. Prozingis had 6 and 3 rebounds. And we had 8 points off the bench in the first half. So we had a lot of production from basically all our starters throughout this game. It was a dope game to watch. It was a close game. But let's get into it. The third quarter, Miami outscored Boston 33-27, and in the fourth quarter, Boston outscored Miami 32-23. The final score was Boston 119 and Miami 111. Boston got the second win of the season in 3 days. Boston got the second win of the season, starting off 2-0. Now let's go over some stats from both teams. We can start with Miami. They shot 42% from the field. 16 from 33 from the three-point line, shooting 48.5%. 19 from 23 from the free throw line, shooting 82.6%. They had 45 total rebounds, 11 of them being offensive rebounds. 24 assists, 6 blocks, 8 steals, 12 turnovers, scored 36 points in the paint, and as a team, they had 16 total fouls. Now, for the Boston Celtics, they shot a better field goal percentage, 47%, 40.4% from the field. They went 16 for 39, shooting 41% from the three-point line, 13 for 19 from the free throw line, shooting 68.4% from the free throw line this game. 55 total rebounds, 16 of them being offensive rebounds, so they did better than game one against the Knicks. They out-rebound them as far as offensive rebounds, out-rebounding Miami this game. They had 20 assists, 6 blocks, tied with Miami, 6 blocks, 7 steals, 15 turnovers, 52 points in the paint, gotta love that, and 19 total fouls as a team. Now we're going to keep it going on Boston side. Tatum had 22 points, 8 rebounds, and 5 assists. Brown bounced back from that first game from only scoring 11. He had 27 this game, 6 rebounds, and an assist. Not the triple-double that I want to kind of see him do, but if he putting 27 on the board at 6 rebounds, he don't need the assist. You feel me? White was the star kind of the game. The second half, he really exploded. Had 28 points, 6 rebounds, 3 assists, was shooting lights out from the field. Holiday was in his bag, 17, 10 rebounds, 7 assists. That's the triple-double right there. So maybe that's the spot for him. 17, 10 boards, 7 assists. Prozingis had 17 points, 9 rebounds, and 1 assist. Not, didn't get the 20 points, but he still played a decent game. We only had 8 points off the bench, and that was 3 apiece from Pritchard and Hauser. They both hit threes. And then Brissett had 2 points and 5 rebounds. He played instead of Cornette this game. He had a lot of good energy. I saw a lot of good energy out of him. So if he can continue to give us that energy, some rebounds, he going to get a few open layups or putbacks if he just can continue that energy and play big out there for us, because we're going to need him to play big. Horford had 10 rebounds and 2 assists off the bench. Didn't score, but didn't really need to. I could talk about that more too, but I do want to touch on our big man situation just while I'm right here. Well, I'll wait. The Miami Heat, Bam had 27.7 rebounds and 2 assists. Tyler Hero had 28.6 rebounds and 6 assists. Had a good game. Kyle Lowry, 13, 8, and 5. Butler, 14, 5, and 3. 5 rebounds, 3 assists. Kyle Lowry had 8 rebounds and 5 assists, y'all. Kevin Love, 9 points, 9 rebounds, and 2 assists. They had 20 bench points. That's going to be a problem, I see, though. We're going to get outscored on the bench a lot until we figure that part out. Now, Duncan and Smith combined for 18 points and 3 rebounds off the bench, and then Brian had 2 points, 4 boards, and an assist off the bench. We got the game, close game, rematch from the finals. 2 good teams in the East. We took them out, both of them 2-0 to start the season, so that's a good look for the Boston Celtics. Now let's get back to talking about the big man situation. I do feel like we need to get another big man out there to play big for us. We would have been, I guess, happy with Grant with that position at least, you know what I'm saying, out of Grant and Williams. But he ain't the biggest of power forwards or centers, you get what I'm saying. But with that being said, Holiday and White look like they're going to be able to rebound, help us with rebounding. Like we rebound by committee. Everybody got over 5 rebounds. Holiday had 10 and White had 6. And they defensive tenacity and IQ, they going after shots. White had a couple blocks, I believe, this game, or 1 block or something like that this game. So they both our guards, they going for blocks, they going for contesting shots, they going for loose balls, they going for the rebounds. So they can keep that up. That's gonna be nice for us to have. Again, like I said, Brissett played this game. He had good energy. Cornette didn't play, so we're gonna see how that works out. Pritchard and Hauser both was able to hit some threes. Horford didn't score, had a lot of rebounds. So we just gotta figure it out. I can't really put that scoring load on Horford off the bench, so we hoping that Pritchard and Hauser can step it up. If Horford do got to step it up, he's not going to be able to do everything else that he do. A lot of the intangibles, good defense, just being that savvy vet out there, his rebounding, his guarding, big players, stuff like that he do besides scoring. So we got to figure that part out. It looked like we running with the lineup of White, Holiday, Brown, Tatum, Prozingis for right now. We're going to figure that out as well, see how that go. Just trying to see how we going to match up against the bigger teams in the West. And some of the bigger teams in the East. Prozingis had a tough game guarding Bam. So when it's nice when he got to guard Joel Embiid, I wonder is Horford going to take that job, or how we going to figure that part out. But overall, satisfied with both wins. Don't want to talk too much. Got a lot I can discuss about the team. I'm liking what we got. Just want to figure out the rotation. Should White come off the bench? If he can score like that off the bench, that would be nice. Don't want to put too much of a load on him, but he was in his bag. He played good the first game as well. But if he can do that off the bench, maybe we can use him off the bench. I think he'll understand that role. And then you could put Brown and Tatum in their natural position. But then what we going to do about the power forward spot? If we put Horford in and let him start who coming off the bench as the center. Right now, it look like we're trying to figure that out with Cornette and Brissett. As far as big man role, Brissett's not big enough for a big man role, but he out there with that energy, so that's nice. So I don't know, maybe additional pickup can really stamp this roster as something great. The Heat, dope lineup, man. That starting five is dope. Love to see Kevin Love out there getting buckets and doing his thing. They got Duncan coming off the bench. They got a couple people that they can go to off the bench. So just wanted to stop in, talk about the Boston Celtics, first 2 dubs of the season. Next game look like it's going to be on Monday. Going to Washington to play the Wizards, 7 o'clock. So hopefully we can get that game as well. Y'all let me know if y'all was able to catch some of y'all favorite teams and what games y'all was able to catch. If y'all was able to catch some of these Boston games, good games. Until the next video, though, y'all have a great day. Vibe.